Hello, this is Hayden Call. I appreciate you hopping on here with me. So today I'm just going to demonstrate the functionality of my C# program. That's like a library application that I've just been working on to help myself kind of learn some more skills, sharpen my C#. So we'll go ahead and share what we got and go from there. Okay, perfect. So here's my initial program. As you can see, uh, it's just built out here within Visual Studio Code. We start just by doing various classes. My goals on this was really just to work through classes and inheritance, refresh myself on that a bit, and build out some that would create some sort of a console-based user interface for them to interact with as they use it. As we just go through here, you see we have my book class where we define the different parts of my data that I'm going to be saving. We kept it pretty simple, just with title, author, and whether or not it's available. And then with that, we have the various functions that need to be called to write it to a readable form, as well as to write it to a savable form and to get that back and forth. Then we have our library class. This class uses a book to call those three. Using some inheritance there. Saves everything to the file path library.txt, excuse me. We could obviously use JSON as well if we wanted to, or tie this into a formal database. I kept it pretty simple with this, as that wasn't my focus. But with that, we can see that we can load the information using this load file. We can save to the file. This also contains all of my function calls for my interface itself. So we can say there's this display books, search books. It has some error messaging built in, so they can't search for nulls. And it'll produce, if anything, in the search functionality matches if it's a direct match. So you can just search like the letter S, and it's going to pull all books in the file with the letter S involved in the title. Um, Okay, you can borrow books. When you do this functionality, it'll actually generate the list of everything that's currently available for you then to enter which one you want to borrow. You can also return books. Down here we have our actual program class that calls my main. This is my little basic user interface that'll just come from the console. And then we see the various cases from the switch that the users can interact with to call those previous functions. Pretty simple as far as my data saves, just in that .txt, simple format just of title, author, and then true or false Boolean for is it available or not. Let's go ahead and we'll just get this ran using our .NET run and see how it looks in the console. Okay, perfect. So we got an initial menu. So if we just go ahead and do one to view all books, it pulls our catalog of all the books that are available. You can see some are available, some are borrowed, everything that's there. If we go, I'm looking for a specific book, I don't want to read all of those, we can do option two and search. I can say, I think I want a Moby Dick, but I'm not sure how to spell it, so I'll just put Moby and hit search, and then Moby Dick will pull up by Herman Melville. We can try that again. Say, let's say I want any book with the letter T. And it pulls every book that has the letter T in the title. So it's just pretty simple, just searching for the title itself. I could potentially in the future add functionality to search by author, things of that nature. So we search through our books, and I want to borrow a book, so I'm going to do choice three. With choice three, we get our list of all available books. So you can see those listed. I say let's borrow 1984. So I put in that title, takes me back to the menu. Now if we look at our display, 1984 now reflects as borrowed. If I do borrow book again, 1984 won't show up on the list because it's been issued. And so we have that. If I put in something that's not there, so let's say I do Harry Potter. It's going to say that doesn't exist and take me back to the menu. So I read 1984. I want to bring it back. I do choice four. I can just put in 1984, and it will go ahead and return that. Your message. If I do view all books again, we can now see 1984 is available. And then we can just simply exit the program. So that is my pretty simple library functionality for C# program. With that, user interface. Thanks so much for watching.